everybody. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Cursive and Hoop, welcome, welcome. Viper, welcome in. I'm saluting. Bean Raider has indeed returned. Hold on, I need to do some research. It is a legume! I was right. I'm a legume raider. The legume raider returns for more legume raiding. Pia Croft, exactly. Hold on. I need to do something here. There we go. Alright, back to business. But that doesn't sound as good. It's literally, it rhymes with tomb. What do you mean? I'm the legume raider. My legumer, there it is. See? We can do things with legume. We don't have to just, we don't just be being, you know, little silly, little funny little guys. We can come up with some high quality content out of legume. I like legume. I think it's a better word than nut. Nut is too many interpretations, is the way I'll put it. Legume is specific. We goomin'. Exactly, dude. We're fucking goomin'. We're here to goom to Lara Croft, brother. We're here to goom some tombs, dude. Alright, but I am actually a little bit scared to hit load because I know I did something stupid last time, and I know I'm gonna get upset because I remember that I did it on purpose, but I don't remember what was going on. So I'm gonna be very sad. The one benefit to having not the best memory in the world is that I can remember that I did something stupid without remembering what it was. And that makes for better content. Excusez-moi. Yeah, I remember saying last time that I was doing it on purpose. I was doing it to myself. And I don't know why I would do that, because it's so dumb. And I hate myself, but I know I'm going to do it again. I'm just trying to draw this game out as long as possible, so I'm forcing myself to get lost for 2 hours every time. It's great. I'm so happy with myself for doing that. Because I'm a goddamn buffoon. What the fuck, man? What is wrong with me? Here? With the spike traps? The fucking, the blow darts and shit? Why would I do this to myself? What is wrong with me? Alright, so first things first. Let's get myself reacclimated with this room. Alright. So that's probably what I'm supposed to make here. I'm just sending it, no fear. Ow, 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 ow. I'm getting shot in literally every direction. Oh, damn. Let's go, Viper. Loyal Goomer indeed, dude. I appreciate you. That's great. God damn it, Lara. I don't appreciate you, you fucking idiot. Come on, get up there. I do, like, I know it defeats the entire purpose. I do kind of wish there was some sort of map. Even if it was like a map you unlock like in Zelda, or like a compass, you know? Just so I could know what the fuck is going on. Because there are like 3 passages down there. There's this over here that I'm assuming is the way I came in. I just do not at all remember what's going on. Oh, this is the big one, right? Yeah, it's not gonna let me go that way. Okay. So I need to turn the water back around. That's right. So the question is, what can I do over here? Give me some air back. That's the room I just came from. So what is not over here? What is over this way? Is there something down here, clearly? This is the switch. That's right. That's the switch for the water. So we want to go up here. So we do have to go through this room, I believe. No matter how much the camera tries to fuck with me. This is the rules. So the question is, what do I do? Sincerest apologies to the rest of the crew. My attention span can only be focused on one streamer at a time. Is somebody else live right now? Because if so, I feel kind of bad. I mean, I don't really, because this is my time slot. Get away from me. No, you mean... Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. Alright, come on. Alright, so this is the Lara Croft's headroom. Is there anything I can actually do, or is this... No, this is the big empty give me more air room. Okay. There's nothing else to do over this way. Okay. So I really do just have to make it through that one, I guess. There's nothing else in here. There's this, but that's to the door. Wait, what? Yeah, that's to that door, I think. Let me double check. Get some air. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's for that door, so that's not something I want to be fucking with, I don't think. Alright, let's move over this way a little bit. Let's turn you around, Miss Croft. Alright, I can live with that. I can work with that. So you want my big boy med packs? Okay, let me go up here. Okay, so what did that do? I have a sneaking suspicion. Oh, look at that. Thank you. I have a sneaking suspicion that that was not necessarily as helpful as I wanted. But let's find out. If we do this, go back through here. Did that do something to this spot over this way? Also, where the fuck am I? No, still nothing here. Okay. Down we go. Now go back over this way. Because I want to go up and out through the doorway. That is over here, over there. So I think that switch swaps the direction of the water, question mark. So I think the idea is to go back down here and go back through the path to the other side, question mark. Okay, maybe not. Okay, what's over here? Oh, this is the one that does the water direction. That's right. I'm gonna die. I'm 100% gonna die. Unless I can get this silly, goofy asshole to go in the direction I want. There we go. Wait, that's... This is much lower than before. Wait a second. Wait just a second. That's much lower than it was last time. That's suspicious. That is very suspicious. Damn, that's some graphics. Alright, so... Go here, and then... Go up here. And then we can go over here, I guess. Oop. Let's take another little step forward. Yeah. There we go. Now up this way. I mean, I know I was here. I didn't save. You hurt me, Lara Croft. You hurt me. You hurt my soul. Holy shit, Tomb Raider Legend, Underworld about both less than $1 right now on Steam? Ooh. Okay. Are those are some of the newer ones, yeah? Oops. I keep doing that. Yeah, the newer ones, at least. Okay. Well, that's fun. Hold on, Miss Croft. Let's get you some air. Wait a second. Is this new? Might scoop them up? Hell yeah. I think I have one of the... Wait, no, it's the way I came in. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I think I have one of them. I don't know which one, but I'm pretty sure I've got one of them at least. Let's go with this. Thank you, Miss Craft. All right, now we're zooming. All right. Let me go. Thank you, Lara. Thank you for that. Now let's go over this way. Because I know they, like, a lot of people really like the new ones. I don't know anything about them. But I've heard good stuff. Legend introduced a grapple mechanic. You can pull stuff and swing from it. It's real fun. Hell yeah. Every game, like, it's kind of a meme at this point, but I am kind of legitimately of the belief that a grappling hook does make most games better. Because it's just, like, an inherently fun... style of movement, especially if the physics are good. Like, there's a reason the Spider-Man games are, you know, so well received, even when the games themselves aren't necessarily all that interesting. Very true statement, hell yeah. Grappling hooks are just fun, man. Lara, are you daft? No, I'm fine. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's just because I forgot that's where I saved, so I forgot I was gonna get hit again. Yeah, don't worry too much, man. It's all good. Gives you a sense of verticality and allows you to pretty much go and approach where you want. It's also really satisfying. Yeah, exactly. Like, I forgot that's not the pause button. The Spider-Man games, the PlayStation Spider-Man games, I played the first one on stream, and I got Miles Morales, and that was an enormous waste of my money. But the first one was really fun to just, like, reinstall and swing around in, because just, like, traversing in that game is cool. It feels good. It's fun. And that's just, you get a grappling hook that works anywhere. But there's so many indie games with grappling hooks as, like, the gimmick. And a lot of them, when they, you have to get the physics right, because that's what makes it fun. But when you get the physics right, it's really fucking fun, man. It's really cool. It just feels good. It's a weird, like, innately human thing to want to swing on rope. Why was Miles Morales a waste? It was extremely short. The story sucked. And it could have been a $15 DLC for the original game. But it was a $40 or $50 standalone game. That was like a quarter of the length. And like maybe half the passion. Like it wasn't very... It didn't need to exist. Yeah, hold on. Let me double check. Let me double check something. So, let me go to my library. God, shut up. Let me search. Spider-Man. Alright, so Spider-Man Remastered, including some hours put into the end, offside to just kind of mess around and have some fun. Spider-Man Remastered, I put 23.1 hours in. Right? And that game, let's see. That game is on, or sells for full price, I think, right? Like $60. Miles Morales, I beat the entire campaign, and I did a little bit of stuff on the side as well. Not as much as I did in Spider-Man Remastered. This game is $40 or $50, 6.5 hours. A quarter of the time. Literally a quarter of the time. For a game that was most of the price. Yeah. No, it was extremely short. You spoke Hero into existence with that one, Viper. Hi, Hero. But yeah, like, Miles Morales was fun. I enjoyed playing it, but it was so short, and it was not good. It was worth playing for $10. It was not worth playing for $40. I got it on sale, I was here all along. Hero was espionaging in my chat. Excuse me, young man? You dare to espionage in my chat? You dare to spill state secrets in my chat? Espionaging my ass off, dog. Hell yeah. Alright, I need to be very, very careful with this. To walk slowly. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit a save here because I'm gonna try something. I'm pretty sure this is just me backing up the way I came in. But I'm gonna try. So if we go all the way over here, and then we go upsy-dupsy. We go this way. I'm guessing this is the water direction one again. So we do this. We go whoop. Oh, wait a second. There's water in here now. Oh, hold on. Did I just crack the code? I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure I did this before. I'm pretty sure I'm just going back to the start, but... I do... Oh, no! Oh, no, no. I'm not fucking with those again. Hell no. I'm backing right the fuck up. Oh, no part of that. Jesus Christ, Lara, learn how to swim. Alright, so with this being here... Part of me does wonder... if that changes anything in here. Alright, so we do this. Whee! Oh! Lara Croft! I should just beeline straight for the fucking thing. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have did, goddammit. Graphics check. Shit! Alright, but I definitely think that was the right move, because that was something new. That was definitely something new. Damn, I know I'm spoiled by the 21st century, but like... I don't know if I can imagine gooming to this, man. Ooh. I didn't see that before. Give me that. Wunderbar. Alright, now this is the way I didn't want to go before, right? Because this is the way with the clankies, I think. Yep, this is the way with the clankies. You don't understand, man. This is all we had back then. I mean, you know what? Actually, that's fair enough. I shouldn't judge because that was just... I was not live. When did this come out? Actually, speaking of... 21st century Goonoid, man. I do need to listen more King Crimson, man. Alright. I need to get myself acclimated. 144p pictures that took hours to download. True. Alright, get me up. Get me up. No, Lara. Holy shit, Lara Croft! Jesus! I hate you, Lara Croft. I hate you. As someone who's gooning right now, I respectfully disagree. Alright, you know what? Fair enough. I hit the wrong button. I hate the graphics back on. I need the graphics back on so my newfangled polygon-based brain Batman. My newfangled, you know, high-res brain can goon too. Yeah. Red and Discipline are my favorite albums of theirs. That's fair enough. I don't know which album I listened to. I remember liking it. It wasn't like it wasn't quite metal enough for me, which sounds really obnoxious, but like I liked it, but it wasn't something I would like sit down and listen to. But yeah, I really want to just try more. I just want to see what else they got under their, you know, up their sleeve. 21st century schizoid man. It's hit or miss. That's fair enough. And that's part of why I say, you know, I wanna give stuff an honest try. Like, I wanna see what they have to offer, because I know there are plenty of things that I'm missing out on. What? Alright, hold on. I don't like the amount of wildlife. Alright, gotta go fucking Nala. Alright, come here, you little shits. I'm gimmicking the fuck out of this. 80s era is more upbeat new wave, Talking Heads like. Okay. Thought the reference was for 21st century digital boy. I felt like an idiot. Oh no, Hero, it's okay. Pulls out guns. I don't like the amount of wildlife. Every American. True. Very heavy and mathy. Okay. Dude, please. I just want to shoot the monkeys in a way that won't kill me, alright? What's so hard to understand? I saw you still up there, you little shit. Come over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me. Fine. Dude, I'm gonna lose my shit if I have to go up here with the fucking gorilla. Okay, Jesus. And now, engaging gameplay I've walked into. Yeah, what's up, Joseph? That's me strategizing, alright? That's what my brain looks like when we're playing Street Fighter. Alright, I need you to understand. It really, truly is just coming out of me. So true. Yeah, I'm sure. Ouch. Alright, so obviously I need to get this door open. I don't like the look of that fall, so I'm gonna do one of these. Lara, you, holy shit! I should have just died. I 100% should have just died. You said the joke. Yeah, I know. I said the joke. You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to say no. You're so smart. You play with such patience and reverence for me as a person. Oh, there we go. Play with such patience and intelligence. You make me feel like a special boy. That's what you're supposed to say. Is that the way I came in? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Jamie King play doesn't make me feel that way. Alright, fair enough. I don't really have a leg to stand on arguing against that. My Jamie Gamey is entirely based on vibes. Though to be fair, no other Jamie would be any different. True. Kinda true. There's a guy who I found on YouTube, and he just kind of streams like matches and then makes, you know, highlight videos of them. And he plays Jamie. He's like 1900 MR and he can't DP. Don't ever say Jamie Gamey ever again. What do you mean? Why not? Your DPs are pretty good with Jamie. They're getting better. I'm working on it. Raging Alcoholic wants affirmation after he beats up his chat. It's true. This is fucked up. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to make the leap? Am I supposed to make the leap of faith here? At least you're actually DPing. Actually, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't be too upset because at least I'm doing it. Ho 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 ho. He ha. I got scared. But, you know, I'm definitely, like, it's the one thing that I'm, like, actually trying to work on is getting the DPs with your boy. Because, like, Sagat is easier. Jumping or DPing with kick just feels weird. It's extra hard with Jamie. It's easier with, like, Sagat and Terry. Just connecting the DP synapse is more important than landing it? Yes, I agree. And that's part of the reason why I've been wanting to... I've been trying to use DPs and combos more to just get my hands used to doing it. Because Lara, that was very naughty. That was very naughty, Lara Croft. Very, very naughty. I wonder if I can B-hop. But yeah, no, just like getting used to doing DPs in general, like getting my hands used to the motion is, you know, step one. And then just getting used to doing it on purpose at the right time is step two. And I'm working on step two. Because step one isn't too bad. I can do DPs pretty consistently. Sometimes in, like, you know, high pressure moments I fuck them up, but usually it's all right. Just getting it where I want, or when I want, is the problem. I definitely didn't need to big jump that. Alright, give me that. Yum. Try to make it a point to land my DPs as much as possible when I'm playing a character that has them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, when you play Luke, I feel like it's harder for me to jump on you than when you're playing fucking Aki. Which, like, part of me finds weird because quarter circle DP, I'm used to it, and it's easier. But at the same time, you play Luke holding back a little bit more, so pay more attention. Wish Bison had a DP. Fucking imagine, man. This is suspicious as fuck. What do you mean? What do you mean? What happens when you actually have a frame 1 air and full anti-air? Hey, tell me about it. Alright, so this is... Lara, what is wrong with you? Alright, I need a key that I don't think I have here. Yeah. So there must be one in here somewhere that does something, unless I just came all this way for no reason. I wonder if... Let's see, hold on. Let's try something. But, you know, DPing with Jamie, the only reason I don't like it, like, legitimately, the only reason I'm not the best at it is because it doesn't go up. So I feel like I have to time it more conservatively than I do with a character like Sagat. You can go pretty far without some seemingly essential skills. Noah was in top 8 of UFA and generally didn't know how to punish drive reversal. He blocked like 3. Guess it shows how far solid general decision making takes you. Yes. No, that is for damn sure. Like, you know. Oh, okay, so that does do some. Alright, I think he's dead. But, sorry, put those away. But yeah, like, I would definitely rather not know how to anti-air and have significantly better and more well-developed decision-making. But, at the same time, I would just rather have all of it. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Alright, which one do you open? Just in case there's an animal. Alright, there we go. But, you know, like, I definitely have those situations where, like, I don't know how to punish or I don't remember how to punish something, you know, with a character, like with Jamie. In particular, his buttons feel just awkward enough that, like, yeah, I knew there was gonna be some kind of bullshit. I saw that. I saw that fucking path. Oh, did it do a double? Oh, it did do a double. That's cheeky. Being able to actually AA late jump-ins on Fireball is a crazy feeling. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, playing somebody like, you know, Luke... Sorry. Playing somebody like Luke, who's got a fireball game, he's got the Hado traps, right? Except his fireball is fast as fuck, so he doesn't actually have them. So figuring out how to, like, condition people to want to jump with him, it works, like, better and worse at the same time. Yep, there you are. Beep, beep, beady doo. Beep, boop, beady doo. Alright, let me in the rat room. Let's get that. Izaki, I just straight up have to hold that shit 90% of the time. Yeah, man. Like, playing Rashid, I mean, it's also, Rashid's is a problem because of his fireball, not exclusively because of his anti-air, although his anti-air can also eat my dick. Oh, the doors stay open. Oh. But, like, Rashid Fireball isn't a fireball. Like, I can't play fireball games with Rashid. It doesn't actually work. And I try to, because I want to, but it doesn't actually work the way that, you know, characters with fireballs use their fireballs. Is there something down there? I did see something down there. I wonder what. Is it another rat? It was another rat. Alright, hold on. Got him. Yeah, yo, you cannot do that. Jesus. Fucking Christ. I thought it stopped. Scared the piss out of me. But no, Rashid's fireball is very weird. Yeah, the charge to make it function is already, like, not my favorite thing, but then, monkey. Having to charge it to function is not great, but it's kind of okay because at the same time, like, you know, I get more benefit from it. So it's like, you know, I don't really have a problem with that. But using it for the reasons, or, like, in the ways that people use fireballs, it just doesn't, it's not a thing. It doesn't work. Nar. I was expecting her to say Nar. Not really a traditional projectile. Exactly. But when I try to, you know, if I'm in a situation where I need to use a fireball, having that as my option isn't helpful. But the idea of it, of, like, using it for fireball traps is, it's built for that. It's just not built for it the same way that, you know, a Shoto fireball is. Because the idea for Rashid is that you use the, okay, this is all done. That's what I thought. See, there's nothing down here for me to, like, find, right? There's nothing over here. The idea for Rashid's fireballs is you use them to be annoying, and then when somebody tries to jump it, you use heavy fireball to catch the jump, and then you convert off that. It's not a bait them into jumping and then anti-air them. It's a bait them into jumping and then just use the right fireball. Which is weird. It's hella weird. But that's, you know, that's what he's for. But what that means is, when I try to use it, like Aki's, you know, using it as, like, an actual fireball that I then, you know, do something with after, that shit just doesn't work. Because it's not made to work like that. So it gets frustrating sometimes when I'm playing against, you know, a Guile who's holding back, or I'm playing against, you know, somebody who's trying to, you know, chip away some life or something, or keep me away from them. Because I want to play the fireball game with them to make them understand that, like, they're not going to... Wait, I thought I got the key. Am I dumb? Were there two? Hold on. Am I stupid? I didn't die. Huh. I guess I just missed it. It's worse charge flicker for that instance in particular? Yes. That is fair enough. That's a good way of putting it. Like, flicker is a very interesting tool because its functionality is, you know, aside from, like, combos and stuff, its functionality is purely conditional. It's about conditioning the opponent and getting them to respond to the way you want. It's like, you know, it's like any command grab, except it's not a command grab that does damage. It's a command grab that does positioning. I don't trust this in the fucking slightest. Okay, it's a slide. It's fine. Hey, yo. That was cool as fuck. This place is sick. Wait, this is so sick. That's an alligator. All right, never mind. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Juked. Fucking juked, idiot. All right, get me out of here. Where's that frickin' gator? I'm gonna give you the business, brother. Got him. All right. But what was I talking about? Talking about Rashid fireballs. But yeah, Rashid's fireballs, I feel like they're not designed. Oh yeah, Flicker is a conditioning tool. It's used very. I hit the wrong button again. It's used similarly to how a command grab is, except Flicker is designed around positioning rather than damage, like a regular command grab would be. But Lara, hello. Oh, this is cheeky as fuck. Yeet. But that's what makes it, that's what makes it interesting. But it definitely feels like, Rashid's fireball is built more for something. It's built more for that. It's not supposed to... Huh? What? Oh, it's probably in the spot I was just in. Never mind. Holy shit, I almost fucked that up so bad. Yep, get that. I don't remember where I am now. It should be fine. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, Rashid's fireballs are more like Flicker in that they're designed to make the opponent have to react to the situation correctly afterwards, as opposed to react to the situation that's at hand. And I understand that, and when it works, it's fucking awesome. But I personally keep trying to use them like a real fireball, even though that's not what they are. So I keep fucking myself over by doing that. And again, that's, it's entirely my fault. This area is cool as shit. Wait, this is sick as fuck. What is going on? Or I could just dive on reaction every time. That's the other downside to Rashid fireballs. You can actually just do that. That shit is mad long. Those like snake centaurs? What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta check the graphics on that on the statues. Okay, interesting. I gotta unlock that, of course. Only natural, only natural. So, is there anything over here? Hold on. Graphics for the lighting. Alright, I gotta find that door. Wherever that door was, I gotta find that. Because I opened a door somewhere, but I don't know where. It didn't exactly say where either. Ooh, hello, what are you? Oh, is that the door? Let's go! Wait, that was first try. That was hype as fuck. Yo, wait, am I actually a gamer? Am I actually on some gamer shit right now? Yo, let's go big money? Big fucking money, brother? That was hype. I'm actually hype about that. That was sick. I let my intuition lead the way. He's gamering. I'm legumering, dude. I'm legumering so hard right now. I'm also saving it because I'm a pussy. But I'm legumering. Oh my god! Ooh! Ooh, he's got shooters! Dude, what the fuck was that? Hello? What the hell? Is that something I have to worry about? What the fuck? Hello? Lara. Alright, hold on. I need some health. Dude, this guy's got, like, tracking. What about you, big guy? You gonna get up to some fuck shit too, huh? Hold on. Did he turn to dust? Damn it. I want the graphics check him. That's alright. Learned that LeBron James in French slang is a euphemism for jerking off? Hell yeah. I'm not surprised. Where did you learn that from? I'm realizing is something I should probably ask. How do you come across that information?
Little late for the prize giving, no?
Oh, you son of a bitch, it's you again. You know, hold on. Yeah, fuck you, asshole. Eat my dick. I could explain this, but I don't fully understand this myself. My girlfriend hoped that clears things up. Okay. You know what? That's enough for me, buddy. I didn't mean to pull out the fucking thing. Graphics check? Alright. Also, his name was Pierre this whole time. Are you kidding me? His name was fucking Pierre. Why LeBron James is what I have to wonder. Is why LeBron James. Also, what's up, Inferno? Welcome in. Alright, we got the pistols, we got the shotgun, we got the magnums. We got the magnums, brother. Got a lot of bullets for these guys. Sheesh. Alright, well, that's where the key goes. For your magnum dongs. I do need to watch more Always Sunny. Some of my buddies, you know, they fucking swear by that show. I've seen episodes of it here and there, like, randomly throughout my teenage years, but I never really watched it. But I definitely should. I just need to figure out how. Because I feel like I would appreciate it a lot more now than I would have back in the day. When you're learning French, there's this fucked up thing where you learn where way back when French migrants started inverting French as slang. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm taking this easy in case. And for some reason, the meme of LeBron stuck for French speakers. Interesting. Are we talking like French, like France French, or are we talking like French Canadian French? Because, not that I know what the difference is, but I know there is a difference. French, okay. For real, French. I gotcha.
Here lies Tehokan, one of the two just rulers of Atlantis.
I'm sorry, Atlantis?
Even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands, he died without child.
Oh, that sucks.
And his knowledge has no heritage.
Damn, tough.
Look over us kindly, Tehokan.
Tehokan. Look over us kindly, Tehokan. Yeah, I fuck with that. Wait, I was in Greece this whole time? This was Greece? I guess there were lions. Oh my god. Guess that makes sense for the Lakers. Probably the only sports joke I would know. I don't even get the reference. Yo, look at these fucking graphics, dude. Whoa! Oh, betrayal. Oh, asshole. Threw it. Into a meteor? Killed all the dinosaurs? Are you telling me that son of a bitch killed the dinosaurs? Are you kidding me? That motherfucker killed the dinosaurs? We're gonna have a problem. Why am I back in the cave? Wait, hold on. All right, where are we now? City of Kamun. Okay. Wait, if I put the shooters back on. Yeah, swaps them on the holsters. Let's go. That's hype. I don't trust that one bit. Okay, that was fine. That actually turned out significantly better than I was expecting. Yeah. Ooh, I'm surprised I made that. Wait, how the fuck? Who else up Bronning they James? Me. Because they're the most known basketball team, and since James is there, they usually win a lot of games. Okay, that's fair. So it's a way to bypass internet censorship. The correct term for jerking off in French is branler, so some jokesters thought they were really funny inverting it. Oh, okay. So it's like new age slang stuff, as opposed to like... I mean, LeBron James isn't that old, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a newer thing. Hold on, I'm gonna Google Translate that real quick. Translate. No, not interested, whatever you just said. I don't care. Brandler. Yep, Brandler literally means jerk off. He's got a couple of centuries on him. 1,000 years old in basketball years. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Brandler, B-R-A-N-L-E-R, literally directly translates to jerk off. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Alright, that's funny. That makes me chuckle. Hit the lever! I wonder what that did. Hold on. I'm suspicious that this is here. Why does it want me to do that? Yeah. Oh, it's probably supposed to go across like that or something. Well, that's fine. I made it. Yeah, you push that rock, Lara. You push that shit. Let's go. Never mind. It's not coming out anymore. Let's go this way. Graphics check on the rocks. That's a different color. So, has she taught you any other French that's worth sharing with the boys, Hoop? Because I've never taken French. I never really learned any French. I learned a little bit of Latin, a little bit of Spanish, and that was it. Don't remember anything else? Fair enough. Can't blame you for that. Yeah, I won't say anything, buddy. Don't worry. I won't tell her. I won't say a peep. Oof! Shut up, Lara, dummy. There's some crossover Spanish. Yeah, I know all the Romance languages have some amount of crossover with each other, but yeah. But I just don't know how consistent. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I understand. Okay, come here, Mr. Blocky. We're going this way. You only know cheese omelet in French because of Dexter's Lab. Count up to 3. Yeah, I know un, deux, trois. Un, deux, trois. But that's a quince, catorce? Or is that Spanish for something bigger than I think? Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. That sounds right, Viper. I'm pretty sure you're right on that. I'm pretty sure that's the money right there. What was the context of that? I watched Dexter's Lab growing up, but not a lot of it. But that sounds familiar. No, Lara, I love you. Please don't do that. Actually, yeah, never mind. Don't do that, Lara. You're a stupid idiot. You don't know how to run in a straight line. Ooh. Omelette du fromage. Dexter's a weird little fucking thing, though. Lynxie does mean maybe racist David Cage. Is that so? Oh yeah, is Lynxie French Canadian or just Canadian? Remember a small amount of German words from when I tried to learn a bit of German, but don't remember how to spell any of it? That's fair. German is weird as fuck to spell. That's for sure. Just Canadian? Okay. What I remember, he went to sleep with CD to help him learn French when he got stuck on that part about the cheese omelet, so it kept repeating that the entire time he was asleep. Okay. Oh, went to sleep with ACD. Okay, sorry. I forgot the context and thought you were talking about Dexter fucking. And that was a concerning image. Omelette du fromage. Wish Lindsay spoke like XQC. I wish everybody and nobody spoke like XQC. That guy's kind of a goof. Yeah. So close, but so far. Omelette du fromage. I'm guessing on this side. There we go. Yeah, give me the health packs, please. Mainly his impression is based on wanting a cigarette. I believe you. One thing. No, I went full Japanese with that. That's not what I meant. All right, I am gonna actually take breaks today though, because I know I'm gonna die if I don't. So with the ads rolling, I'll be back in a few minutes, and we will continue. Don't think he's ever heard the man in his life. I would believe that, but that's fine. We'll let him live his dream. All right. We have returned. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, crickly cracklies. Whatever happened to the Bison Horse Rule 34 though? I heard that clip as I was walking back towards the door. Did anybody ever find any of that? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. You never finished it. That's fair. Yeah, I've been scouring every day. Thank you, Pingo. Doing the Lord's work. Hold on. All right, hold on. Incognito tab. Rule 34. Okay. M. Bison Horse. Nobody here but us chickens. Check your blacklist. We now automatically omit terms from your search when you have any tag there. Okay. I don't think this is a bit that should be revived. Why not? It's okay. There's nothing there. But I'm curious now about M. Bison. I wonder if... Nothing for M. Bison? Excuse me? Hold on. Hoop, you need to complain to Rule 34, to the website. This is some bullshit. Alright, hold on. We're diverging. We're gonna diverge for a second. Alright. We're diverging for a second. So, we need... I'll complain to you, my favorite artist. Alright. So, we need M. Bison. M. Bison Horse Rule 34. Alright, so... I feel like Crayon is appropriate for this. Might just switch to Kick for this one. It's fine. Don't worry. I've got a plan. So, we've got M. Bison. Let's make him kind of purpley. He seems like a purple kind of guy. So, we got M. Bison, right? He's all like, ooh. He's got like, ooh, I'm evil and I'm frowning because I'm M. Bison. And then here's M. Bison. And then here's his body, right? And here's this. Here we go. There's M. Bison. Hold on, I need to get that like a little. There we go. And then he's got this. Whoa! M. Bison! Psycho power, M. Bison. And then we've got his horse. What color is this horse? Like the idea of him having an established kick we all collectively know about and follow. Oh, yeah. So here's M. Bison. And then we need the horse. So the horse is like... Horse face kind of looks like this. Give him a little color in his little nose. And he's his little eyeball and his little horsey ear. And then here's his little horse body. And then here's his little horse... Here's his little horse legs. And here's his little horsey tail. And then, whoa! He's fighting M. Bison. I kind of like the idea of him just being pure, clean, muscular goodness and just coming out raw. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. All right, we're saving that one. You guys throw your balls at women and expect them to want to go with you. Oh, you can't see this. Oh, my God. Oh! I love the balls. Oh. I absolutely love your balls. Oh, I love his balls, too. Whew, okay. All right, back to business. Just a short detour this time. Next person that comes in, we have to ask them to interpret that. All right. I'm down with that. I just saved it to my desktop. So I've got it. Don't worry. Oh. Daigo, please don't look at me like that. Oh, no. Daigo, please, not you. Anyone but you. It's a beautiful picture. Okay. All right, it's okay. I have it saved. As soon as we need it, I now have access. All right, I now have access. You know what? Hold on. No, it's gonna be too small. Never mind. I was gonna make it an emote, but it's not worth it. Okay. Woo! Somebody clip that for me, please. I need that. I need that, and I don't want to edit that myself. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Ho ho ho. Oh, ho, ho, okay. Send that to me. I'm overhauling my graphic design. All right, you got it. Hold on. New PRB clip. There you go. It's perfect. All right, hold on. I got you. Give me a second. I gotta work my magic. Okay, here we go. Where are you, Bison? Why does it want me to send you fucking EXEs? That's not what I'm looking for. I don't want a file. I want a fucking picture, please. Come on, man. What's the problem? Oh. Okay. Bisonhorse.exe. You have no idea what's coming for you. Can't wait for you to have to explain that to someone new to the stream however many months from now. It's fine. They'll see both clips, I swear. The context will be acceptable. Oh. Where the fuck is my Bison Horse Rule 34, man? If they know ball, they know ball. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They know. They'll know better. They'll know good enough. What is this? That's just a fucking green. I don't want that. Where's my Bison Horse? Where's my Bison cock? It's on my desktop. Why won't it let me send it to who? All right, hold on. There you go. Okay, back to business, actually. Imagine if KO becomes a huge streamer one day and we're the only ones that know the true context to all these things. Dude, listen, I'm going to be honest, all right? If I, for some reason, blow up and I get big, I am going to relish in the things that only you guys understand. Because y'all are the OGs, man. You're the real ones. We got some original OGs. We've got some new school OGs. But y'all are the OGs, man. You're always going to be my favorites. No, you've been around long enough, Joseph. You count. You count as an OG. The original OGs are people like Pingo and Hoop, who I've known like almost since I started streaming. Then we got the OGs like you, Joseph. And then we got the new school OGs like Viper. Can't wait to be able to compile the KO iceberg and get millions of views. Listen, if that happens, I'm giving... This is video documented evidence, so I can't... There's no takesies backsies on this, all right? I am giving you all... I'm giving you all verbal permission to make money off me as long as it's not straight up my content. If you want to do the KO iceberg, you can do the KO iceberg. If you want to make millions of dollars on it, absolutely make millions of dollars on it. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I need to use that for something. Beat off Mondays, baby. I'm giving you verbal permission to make money off me. It's all I needed to hear. There we go. What are the boys for, if not that? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? What are the boys for, if not to make money off each other? Just like the context of that face when you said true. It's definitely very fitting. It is exceptionally fitting. Upsettingly fitting? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Whoa. Am I gonna have to worry about, like, evil demons and shit? What is going on? I'm scared. I'm scared of this. That's freaky. Alright. So, we got water. Ooh, this is pretty. Graphics check? Less pretty. I like the colors in that. I like the new colors. This is pretty, brother. Got a little scarab. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Ha! I missed. That's okay. I'm trying to think what would be the deepest part of the iceberg. That's a good question. I think... Oh, that's tough, actually. I don't know. Hold on. I have a contender, but I don't know if it would count as, like, the deepest. You know, I don't know if the deepest is where I would put this, but I do think it would fit. Hold on. What do we think? What do we think? How do we feel about Kayla's mom calling on stream? That's true. That'd be good. Just like. I like this. Why are the fucking captions on? Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Woo. All right, bigger ears. All right. Because like, there's absolutely no context. Where do the ears? But there's so much lore behind this. Oh my fucking god! Right? Ooh. Holy cannoli. I don't know, man. It's. Oh boy. All right. Oh. Patty, my goat. Yes, dude. Oh, Patty. We'll get back to it. I swear. We're gonna get back to it, man. Oh god, my eyes hurt. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo. Oh no. Okay. This is so ridiculous. Why was this so funny to me, man? Holy shit. Oh, I was not expecting that to do that to me. Oh my god. Patty what do we definitely think? Is a generational talent. For damn sure, dude. Patty's built so different. Hold on. I kind of want to look at... I want to look at some stuff. Hold on. I want to look at... I want to see some of the stuff. Oh yeah, I always forget about the roll button. Feels I forget about it until I'm like in the middle of. Need to move first. Run first. This is that guy Jaranowska who showed up in that one random stream. I had to jump. Reach the sidetracked away from the game for multiple hours part of the stream. Which it does not want me to do. For whatever reason. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's just the, like, move. I forgot about that. From fucking where? Exactly. That was such bullshit. He was below me, man. He was below me in the corner. This one's for you, Viper. No, if I haven't passed 200 followers by my 30th birthday, I'll drop a slur. Just for the sub count. Just in case y'all forgot. Oh, true. Mario and Luigi. That's a pretty good one for the iceberg, I think. That one's pretty deep. That one's got to be pretty deep. Cuz that was like literally the entire stream. Hold on. Don't look at the unrelated stuff. What happened to all my... Where are my other things? Why are they all in different fucking... Mario and Luigi. Here we go. No, I fucking... Mario and Luigi. Let me look at what's in here, please. Can I see the videos in the playlist? Jesus. I think it was this one, right? Was it this one? Alright, felt like it. I probably wasn't actually, but... No, I was playing the game this time. It wasn't that one. Was it this one? Because it was literally just like hours upon hours. Was it the first one? Was I that stupid? Did I do that on the first stream? I like how to knock off my tag stream. You spent 3 hours sitting next to a save point in Mario and Luigi talking about random bullshit the entire time. Great entertainer he is. Yeah, right? I'm made for this shit, dude. Because, yeah, I beat... Oh, that's right. I beat Castlevania 4, and then I immediately swapped. And I was playing the game. When did I do this? Definitely gonna throw some completely fabricated entries on the iceberg. Yes. No, that's a must. Because I feel like that's a situation where, like, people need to understand that there is no understanding, right? There's no way to understand what's going on. Alright, no, because I had the Peasley body, I think, right? I had the Peasley body by that point. It must have been this one. Shit up. It must have been this one. But it wasn't? Wait, when the fuck did this happen? I was sick. Did I, like, miss one? Huh. I'm so confused. Real voice hot tub stream incident. There you go. You know what people want to see. You know what the people want to see. What the fuck happened to it, man? I thought Am I dumb? Hold on. This is ridiculous, I know, but now I'm like, I need to understand. Because this... What the fuck happened? Because there is Mother 3... Was that before or after Mother 3? I think it was definitely after. So it was in here somewhere. Huh. Did promise a bathtub stream once, but I forgot the conditions for it. Damn. I believe you, but I also forgot. Alright, Superstar Saga, Castle... Okay, so then day 3... Oh, here it is. I just didn't put it in the... Am I dumb? Why did I not put the... Why did I get copyrighted? What did I do during the stream? Wait, what did I do? Also, this is going in the Mario and Luigi one. Where did Mario and Luigi? There we go. Let's add that to the list. Save. All right. So we got the opening, and then just speak straight of having a constant cough. Problem is, out of shield getting nerfed, leave shit to just get mauled. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually sitting here for literally 4 hours and 20 minutes. Oh my god. How did I do that, man? How did I just sit here for 4.5 hours? That's crazy. I cannot believe I did that. And then Cursive and I were talking about Rivals 2, I think. That I would actually enjoy. Because I don't have a problem with grapplers, but like I feel like she has a more interesting mix-up heavy gameplay style that just also incorporates command grabs and shit. Are there just G voice lines playing? And I would be so down for that. Because I love command grabs as a functional tool, right? As an unblockable mix-up tool, I love... Wait. Why were there just G sounds? Like, G was just like... I was just playing his voice lines in the background this whole time? They're just a just chatting stream featuring a screenshot of Mario and Luigi. Yeah, man. Love command grabs. As a function that your character is designed around, that doesn't interest me very much. Nice. Lily's entire kit being designed around of the world. Coming in with plus frames and then 50-50ing between command grab and strike, that doesn't interest me. Zangief, where he is designed around finding a situation to get Oki in and then 50-50ing strike command throw, strike SPD as his Oki, doesn't really interest me. But a character like Mika, who has an actual mix-up game. At some point, y'all started talking about G, and they just randomly pulled a video of G voice lines or something. That's so stupid. Why did I do that? Built into her kit, and then you can use that command grab as part of the general mix-up. I'm trying to listen to it. That sounds more fun. And just hearing myself talk about fucking Zangief, like getting Oki on his command grab, what am I talking about? What is happening? If that makes sense. I feel like I didn't explain that very well, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like, and I didn't play her in 5, and I didn't play, like, none of you guys played her, so I didn't get a lot of experience playing against her, so I didn't really get a good, clean idea of what she actually plays like. But from what I've seen, I explained it pretty well. Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that. That was one of those where, like, I wasn't sure. I thought I did, but I wasn't really sure, so I wanted to make sure. That's so funny. That's so ridiculous. All right, anyways. I put it back somewhere I can find it, so I'll have it for the future. There's something in there. I want it. All right. Fucking brilliant stream. Oh, yeah, man. Listen, if there's one thing that you need to know about me, it's that I do my best work when I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. KO bottle episode. Dude, I have spent a lot of years of my life trying to be like, a smart, competent person who had worthwhile things to say. And I'm finally just like, I don't fucking care, man. I just want to say stupid shit and get away with it. Like, I just want to spew nonsense. That's what I want to do with my time. Not that, Laura. Grab the rock, pull the rock. Like, I really do I just want to be able to say stupid shit, man. It's so nice to be able to just say the dumbest things you've ever heard anyone say in your life. Lara, are you dumb in your brain? This is a shiny ass... What even is that? Oh, it's a door. Good enough at yapping, you should run a podcast. So here's the funny thing about that. I have considered it, and I have names for it, and I was gonna bring it up to, or Flo and I talked about it a little bit, kind of like not entirely seriously, but I also partially kind of seriously. And part of me does like legitimately want to do that because I do think it would be a lot of fun. And I am definitely good at yapping, especially when I have other people I can yap with. Yeet! Lara, get better ankles. But getting that like sorted, I don't know how I would do that because I already don't have the time to just kind of put into that. If I got big enough that I could make a living off of this, I would do that. Fuck you. That's also so good. Hold on. Let me tell you if I can find it. Here we go. My tag, podcast name, thanks, Joseph. Because the original name that I had in mind was the P Pod, because it's a nice play on words of podcast, but also peas, because I'm a pea. And then I had the idea of the P Brain podcast, or the P Brain segment of the P Pod podcast, where I would invite people smarter than me about things to teach me things, because that would be neat. But Talk Off Is My Tag is fucking hilarious, and it would fit so well if I did it like on stream as like a thing. Damn. If I am able to do that and I use that, I will give you royalties, Joseph. I wrote you down as a thanks for the name, so I know it was you. But yeah, like I think I had some pretty alright ideas about like what I would want to do. It's just a question of getting it to happen, you know. Oh god, I'm so happy I made it in the water. Holy shit, I'm so close to Lara just crunching. Sorry, Lara Croft. I don't mean to crunch you so much. All right, so nothing down here. Yeah, man, I'm all about giving people their dues, you know, giving people what they're owed, good or bad. So don't cross me, motherfuckers. But no, I am a firm believer that if you have a good idea, I'm not gonna just steal it from you. I'm gonna give you at minimum the credit you deserve for, you know, thinking of it, coming up with it, whatever it was. Lara, you stupid leg-having motherfucker, go sideways, please. Lara, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna freak the fuck out, Miss Croft. Ooh.
No.
No. Shut up. Sick, thanks. Alright, let's see about if I can get up here. But yeah, a podcast is something that I do think would be fun. It's just, podcasts are so fucking overdone. And like, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't know anything about podcasts other than everyone their fucking mom does one. Talking in a podcast sounds fun, but I'm historically not good at keeping up conversations. Well, that's okay. Usually neither am I. Streaming has helped a lot with that, to be fair. But the idea is that you do it with people, so that you know, there are very few podcasts that are single host, unless it's always, you know, every time there's a guest. Because listening to one person just talk is not usually fun. It can be, but if it's a podcast with like, if it's a podcast worth its salt, there's usually a reason. Like you're usually, there's like a topic or something like that. So that's the kind of thing that, like, you know, either you're learning something and they're just giving you the information, or they are. I want to get in here. Let me do some silly little baby crawls here. Come on. Dude, I can clear this no problem. Are you kidding me? My vertical is already most of that. Come on. What was I saying? Podcast like 3 people's the sweet spot. Hell yeah. I think if the idea is an entertainment podcast, then I completely agree. If it's just like, some guys hanging out, having fun, being funny, having a good time, I would say 3 is a really good, 3 is a very good spot to land. I don't think it's like a necessity over say 4, but it depends on the people, right? It depends on the people, depends on the context. Because I've seen clips of some podcasts that have 3 or 4 or 5 people in them, and they're all equally funny because the people are funny, and that's the point. There's nothing there. Why did I do this? I hate this. And it is something that sounds like legitimately a lot of fun, and if I think I could make it worth the time, wait, I saw that. Hold on, graphics check, first off. Okay. I saw something suspicious. Lara, where the fuck are you going? Depends on multiple factors, yes. I think me, Flo, one of you guys, 1 or 2 of you guys, whoever would want to join it, something like that, I think we could put on a good show. But it really just comes down to what the kind of topic of conversation ends up being for the most of the time, Because if it's just a general dudes being bros type thing, then I think we could get away with it. But it's always easier to have a podcast if there's a consistent topic that you can fall back on. So either you have a topic per podcast and everybody does their research and comes prepared, or you have something consistent that you just let, branch off randomly. Yeah, it should be fun. Lara, please. Lara! Could be interchangeable for a few people as well. Yeah, absolutely. If there's 1 or 2, main folks, and then 1 or 2, guest spots that swap, every time, something like that. Absolutely, that could work. And I think that's what I would want to do, is I would want to find the people who are able to, spend the time to be, fully invested, and have them be, the mainstays, and then open it up to guests to have, when other people are available, just, whenever, have people join, have a good time. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's just a question of actually doing it. If you were in an episode about, say, Street Fighter, I'd be able to talk about that for hours. Yeah. Right, we have plenty of very long conversations about topics that we know all of us are invested in. Street Fighter being a very, very easy one, and that's something that I would definitely be keen on. I'm a Street Fighter guy. I like my Street Fighter. Lara, just climb the fence. You can so clearly climb the fence. But if you're talking about basically anything politics, I wouldn't have shit to say. I mean, to be fair, neither would I. I have my opinions on things that people make political, but I don't have any opinions on, politics outside of I agree with this, generally speaking, and I disagree with that, generally speaking. I don't think about politics very much because I'm not interested. It's not something that I want to spend energy on. I've only got so much brain power. I don't want to spend it on shit like that. There must be something in here that I'm missing. Am I just dumb? So here's the key room. I'm assuming the idea.
No.
No. Also, probably just wouldn't be fun to talk about. No. If that's the thing, right? If I was to do a podcast, I wouldn't want it to be serious. I don't want it to be about, something specific. We would have, maybe segments of shit that's important or related to something or whatever, but I don't want the point of it to be serious talks about serious topics, because that's just not fun. It's important depending it can be important, but if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. I don't want to spend my time doing it. Okay, hard pivot into politics. You can just call me fucking, what's that guy's name? The dude who has beef with everybody because he's attractive and Middle Eastern? Indian? Something like that. He's some shade of brown that I don't know because I don't actually know who he is. I could just be like him. Just talk about nothing but politics and for some reason have people enjoy my content. That sounds great. That sounds like a good use of my time. For sure. For certainly. Alright, is there anything else over here? I don't think so. I mean, I already checked on that. Dude, what the where am I going? Am I stupid? I don't have any keys. I guess I need to get up there, but I'm guessing that's the way out from that spot on the left. But I need to figure out how to get in there, but I can't get... those all require keys or something, which I don't have. But I can't get in there because it's fenced off. And then down there is locked as well. There, I didn't see anything in the water. I don't think. Unless I'm stupid, I don't think I am. But yeah, I'm just gonna become like a very aggressive evangelical Christian, you know, hard right streamer. That's what I'm just gonna pivot into that. Actually, you know what? That's the perfect pair up for it's the perfect pair up for the dropping a slur when I'm, you know, if I don't pass 200 by 30. That's actually, it makes perfect sense. They go together. Y'all, you guys are kind of cooking with this one, actually. Sounds like a market with potential. That's what I'm saying, dude. There are plenty of people who currently make a lot of money doing shit like that. Lara, I hate you. There we go. Get up there, idiot. But yeah, there's a lot of money in being mean to people, man. I don't know why. I don't know why people enjoy that, but people do. It's not my thing, but power to you. It's yours. The internet is a great place. The internet is a great place where all kinds of fun people can talk about things that are really fun. No, I think, you know, everybody should be allowed to talk about whatever they want to talk about, but you, like, I'm also allowed to call you a fucking idiot. That's what free speech is. It's allowing everybody to say whatever they want and then dealing with the consequences of it. How do I get, what am I doing? I need to, okay, hold on. I've only looked at like 2 of these. I need to just check the other ones. Whee! Because one of them was like a scarab, I think. One of them... I don't even know what that is. Take my scion.
No.
Fine. Fuck you too, Lara. Why does she keep going backwards? I'm not doing that. But, you know, believe whatever you want to believe. You know, feel whatever you want to feel about things.
No.
But if you believe that somebody disagrees with you, that's it. You know, that's the end of the conversation. People disagree with each other about things. People have differing opinions. That's why they're opinions. If you think your opinion is a fact, it's not. Regardless of what that opinion is. And that's that. It can be a fact for you. It can be a fact of your life. It can be something that you know, feel very passionate about or feel very personally strong about. But that doesn't mean it's true. It just means you believe it and agree with it. Don't be a dickhead and move on. Exactly. It is really as easy as that. I was on the phone with my mom earlier. She called me because she wanted to, you know, just catch up and see how things were doing. And I was talking about this in you know, specifically about being a boss, but it applies to kind of life in general. We're gonna have, you know, we're gonna have some life lessons here, folks. The easiest thing for somebody reasonable to do is to be a generally nice person. It's not hard to do that. It's legitimately not. Everybody has their bad days, and everybody, you know, has things that piss them off. I'm not excluded from that. But if you come across a person who is consistently rude, like more than like a single day rude without a very extenuating circumstance, that is a person who is not willing to put in the effort to do the easy thing. It's only hard because other people are incapable of doing it. Right. The only time it becomes difficult is when other people make it difficult to be nice. Like when I'm at work, I'll give you guys the context for why this was brought up, right? So my boss is a perfectly nice lady, right? New boss, new manager of the store. She's a perfectly nice lady. I don't really have any issues with her as a person. But she, as a boss, is weirdly controlling and extremely condescending. And everybody in my store would still rather come to me about pretty much anything that they need management for, as opposed to her, even though she's my boss, right? And you could say, and part of it is definitely that I have been there longer, they already know me, you know, yada yada. But the thing about it is that she's been there for like a couple months now, something, I don't actually remember, but she's been there for a long enough time that everybody knows her and everybody has feelings about her, right? Everybody has their opinions. The thing is that when somebody comes to me and when somebody comes to her and they say, hey, yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. I have one girl, 18. She's very smart, but this is like her, you know, her second real job, and the first one lasted 4 months before the, you know, store that she was at closed down. So like she wasn't extremely familiar with retail. So she asked my boss something. She was like, you know, what do you want me to do? I want, you know, a task to do to keep me busy. You know, what needs to get done? And my boss said something along the lines of, you know, oh, I don't know, you can do this, like X random thing that she's never done before. And she's like, okay, well, I'd be happy to, like, can you show me, you know, how do I do it? And she said, oh, you know, you just, you know, flip the stuff around and then put it away the way it needs to go, and then walked away from her. And it's like, huh? She asked you to explain it because she doesn't know what she's doing. You can't say that and then expect her to get it. And then just literally, just go do the thing. But I don't know how to do the thing. That's fine, you just do it. That's not how that works. So the next day, she comes in, and I'm the manager on duty. And she asks me, she's like, hey, how do I do this? So I sit down with her for all of 30 seconds. I show her a very concise example. I say, does that make sense? Or do you want me to, you know, stick around while you give it a try? She said, no, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. And then she did it. I spent 30 seconds of my time to be nice and to show her, make sure, ask to make sure, and then let her tell me whether she was good or not. It's not hard to do that. It took no skin off my back to do that. I grew skin on my back doing that. The literal opposite of taking skin off my back. But my boss couldn't be fucked to figure out how to do that. It was harder and less productive to do what she did than what I did. So why would you not just do what I did? Why not just be nice? Like, it's weird, man. Just win, but actually, yeah, exactly. Literally, like, I don't know, bro, figure it the fuck out. Hey, how do I convert off Jamie's level 3 super to optimize damage at 2 drinks? I don't know, figure it out. What do you mean, figure it out? I asked you to give me a specific example that I can then go test out for myself and try to understand. Why is it harder for you to do that than it is for me to not tell me and then expect me to say, well, what the fuck, man? Why, that wasn't helpful. I need you to give me, like, you're going to start a conversation as opposed to just giving me an answer. That's not easier. Sorry, just came back. You're trying to add more skin on your back? Yes. I saw a meme about the Hunchback of Notre Dame the other night, and I kind of fucked with Quasimodo in a way I didn't expect. You know a guy? Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's my dude right there. Wait, hold on. That's my guy. All right, I'm with that. 100%. I'm in. I feel like that's a big recurring issue in the world now. People just expect you to know how to do everything. Yeah. Like, I've always been, and this is, you've probably noticed this. I say self-deprecatingly to some extent. I have always been the type of person where if I don't know how to do something and I just need to get it done, I'm just going to fucking ask. Like, if I sit down, you know, when I was in high school, right, we had what was called the senior project. And I'm assuming a lot of you guys had something kind of similar. But the idea was that it was a year-long project that we did outside of school. And we picked a topic that we were interested in, as long as it was, you know, legal to do work in. We studied it with a mentor in the field. We wrote a pretty long informational essay, and we gave a presentation about our field work and about our research, right? So the whole idea of the whole thing was that it takes the full year and you do it yourself outside of school. I specifically chose my senior year to go into the lit class that was designed around assisting with the senior project. Not because I'm dumb, not because I needed help learning how to type, not because I needed help learning how to format a sentence, but because I knew that I would need the time in school, and I knew that if something went wrong, I wanted to have easy access to somebody who could give me an answer, like consistently, right? So I do mine about self-determination theory and how it affects playing competitive games, right? Playing games in general, video games in general, but I had a lot of it focused on Melee because I was playing Melee a lot at the time. I used Melee as like kind of the anchor, and then used other examples of other games that were like single player or cooperative or whatever. There were multiple times throughout my senior year where, while working on this project, I wasn't sure if I was or was not allowed to do something, or if I needed to do something in one way or another. What I could have done is I could have sat down and done it one way, assumed I was right, handed it in, and then be told I was wrong and then have to redo it. You know, flip the coin on whether I would have to redo it or not. Or, when I got to class, I could say, hey, Miss S, what do I need to do here? And then she would give me an answer, and then I would do it right. Why would I do the first when I could do the second? Why would I do the former when I could do the latter? Right? A teacher teaching me. How crazy is that? But like that's just the example that popped into my head. But like that idea of this needs to get done and it needs to get done right. If I'm not sure, if I'm not confident that I'm doing it right, I want to know that ahead of time. So I'm just going to ask somebody who knows the answer so they can tell me. Because why would you not? Like, I'm not saying you should not think for yourself. Critical thinking is an important skill to have, and everybody needs to have it. But in a professional world, or when you're working on a project, on a large overarching project of whatever kind, whether it's personal or academic or professional, if you come across a problem that you're not sure how to figure out, and you need to figure it out in a timely manner, you gotta just ask, man. It just makes more sense to ask, because then you'll have an answer. If I go into work on you know, whatever, what I don't know what day it is. Whatever day I go back to work. If I go into work and I'm met with like a customer who comes in with a return, but there's some funny business, I'll just try to figure it out. You know, I'll try to figure it out. And then if I can't, if somebody's there who's above me, then maybe I'll ask. And by someone, I mean my boss, who's stupid and wouldn't help. I'll try to figure that out, right? And then I'll know for next time, and that's perfect. But if my district manager comes in and says, hey, I need you to change all of these signs, I will say, what do you need me to change them to? I'm not going to just assume that she's going to assume that I know what she's talking about. I'm going to be very upfront and say, what the fuck are you talking about? Tell me what you want from me, and then I'll do it. But you can't make me guess, because that's a waste of everybody's time. Big thing for you to overcome in your early years of school to ask for help? Oh, yeah. No, asking for help in like a general sense is not easy for a lot of people. And I am happy that I've grown up in such a way that I have no qualms asking for help. Period. I do not care. If I need help, and I will ask for it. If I can figure it out myself, I would rather do that. But if I need help, I need help. Why would I waste time? But I have a lot of friends and a lot of family members and a lot of people I've met throughout my life. I could not ask for shit no matter what. Even if it was simple. Even if it was like, hey, can you help me take some groceries inside? You know, like, they just wouldn't. And I don't know why. I don't really understand the reason for it. Like, I get, you know, you want to do it yourself. You want to figure it out yourself. But, like, that's not important. Just ask for help. Prove yourself by doing it well, not by doing it right. Everybody should be doing it right because it needs to get done right regardless. Prove yourself by doing it well. That's what I think. I just came up with that and I'm sticking with it. Let that be a lesson to you young folk who are getting into the corporate world. Not the corporate world, but the professional world. Or the academic world, or whatever it is. Wherever you're at in your lives. Don't waste time trying to figure out how to do it right. Spend time doing it well, because that's going to do a lot more for you. It was definitely a big deal for you because of your challenges you have when dealing with the world, and that's so fair. That's hella fair. There's definitely, obviously there are extenuating circumstances, right? There are diseases and disorders and personality types and what, you know, everything under the sun that you could list. And everybody's different. You know, I have a good amount of anxiety as a person. I'm not going to self-diagnose myself, but I definitely have an anxiety disorder. But that's not to say, but thankfully that's not something I get anxious about, right? I get more anxious about not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, which is part of the reason why I'm pretty good about asking for help. But for somebody else, maybe the asking part is stressful or makes them anxious, right? It's not asking for help. It's not who they're asking. It's just having to ask somebody for something at all. It's the social interaction part of it. Maybe it's the idea of, you know, the only people I can ask are people who are going to judge me for not knowing this. You know, there are plenty of reasons. Talked partially about this before, I think, but as someone who's diagnosed with high-functioning autism, it takes me longer to learn things than the average person, I would say. So that plus social anxiety makes things difficult as fuck. Oh, yeah. No, and that makes perfect sense, Joseph. Like, that's an exact concoction for making it stressful, for making that kind of situation stressful. I totally get that. I 100% understand. Like, I do think... Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I was getting at. Like, it's not something you can help, right? It's just how you're wired. But if you can, learning how to do that is going to make your life so much better, right? So I'm assuming you've spent time learning how to do that and you're now more comfortable doing it. I don't know how comfortable, but I would imagine more, given the way you phrased it the first time. But, like, that makes perfect sense to me. Comfortable enough to get by? There you go. Perfect. That's all you need. You don't need to be a master at asking for help. You just need to be able to do it when you need to do it. You know, it doesn't have to be something fucking weird. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You just have to be able to do it. And that's the way, you know, that's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the ship sinks. That's the way that Rome was built. That's the way that Lara polys on my guns till she triangles. You know? Just being able to understand and not appreciate, but like appreciate the fact that it's worse to waste everyone's time by not asking. Moral of the story, we must love each other or we must die. Yes. That is exactly what I was going to say. You know me, you know I tend to ramble. But that is exactly correct, Joseph. We must love each other or we must die. What I should come back to? Yeah, a podcast, pretty much. I'm trying out doing a podcast. But no, Viper, we were just talking about I was giving some life lessons to all the youths in chat. It's alright. You just missed a couple, you know, golden nuggets of information that would have improved your life drastically, but it's fine. Podcast with background gaming is a better idea than just regular podcasts. I agree. That's what streams are. That's what streams are for. That's why we stream them. That's why I like streaming, is because I just get to talk about stupid bullshit. Yeah, it's true. Speaking of, all right, welcome back. This damn Cammy bit. What do you mean? Listen, it was an important conversation to have, alright? It was an important conversation. Let's talk about how she hides her massive dick up her ass and then hides it with her hand. Bro, why your tits round? Sorry. Is it okay? Thank you. What's up? What's up, Milky? Welcome in. Whew. I was not ready for that to be the fucking start of this. I was not ready for that to be my welcome back. Who? Alright, still though, actually, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing! Ah! Hold on. Maybe there's something, maybe there's some extra bullshit hiding here. Maybe I need to fuck with this rock more. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Alright, I'm assuming it's not gonna let me pull this off the ledge. But maybe... Wait, this is stupid. Is there any point to me doing this? I don't think so. Finally learned what the fuck a crosscut DP is. Nice, let's go. I know what they are, I just can't do them for shit. Because I haven't, mostly just because I haven't practiced. But better late than never. Yeah, man. It's an important tool to add to the arsenal. Oh wait, it's gonna let me? Oh, let's go. Hype City. Yeah, I also need to practice crosscuts because I just do not do them fucking at all. Wait till you do a crosscut bear grab. What's up, Linksy? Welcome in. This box floating? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Bro. Why is the box floating, dude? Wait, what is this black magic fuckery that I'm seeing right now? What is this? This is, I'm not okay with this. It's just ruined my immersion, dude. Hold on, check the graphics. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the face up there. Jesus. Oh no. Everyone flowing in after KO and I's discussion on state of the world and moral shit ends. Yeah, man, they're here for the games. They're not here for no fucking philosophy. Lost a close match to Zangief while I had them in the corner, so I was labbing some counterplay. There you go. Hell yeah. That is the fairest reason of them all. To start labbing that shit. Because I definitely lose out on a lot of situations because of stuff like that. Where like... Where, like, I have them in the corner, and then I lost the corner because I couldn't cross-cut for my fucking life. I mean, not that it would have, you know, kept them in the corner, but, like, it would have kept them scared. But, yeah, man, it's good shit to learn. Alright, but, like, actually, though, is there a way for me to get in here? No, it's too small. What am I doing, dude? Did I miss something in one of the other areas? Like... Input isn't hard, but judging the time is the hard part. Yes. Yeah, no. The idea of a crosscut is just... It's kind of weird. Wait, can I go? Is there anything back there? Hold on. Hold on. I have thoughts about things. Same here, Joseph, as well, also, to be fair. But yeah, no. I never really, like, messed with... needing to DP because I never played a character that had one. No! Because I never played a character that had one. I played some Luke in Street Fighter V, but like I couldn't DP at all. And then when Street Fighter 6 came out, I played Marisa and then Rashid for like 2 years. So I never really bothered learning it because I never needed to. But hold on. Let's do one of these. Let's do a little slow walkie. Ooh, that's suspicious. Hold on. Let me up here. What do we got? We got sequence. Learn with Luke, though. There you go. I mean, yeah, if you actually want to keep playing him, then I say that's probably a good thing to learn. Oh! Hallelujah. Thank you, Milky, for making me swap the graphics. That's what did it. That's for sure what did it. Having fun with Luke, you'll keep playing him? Hell yeah. That's the way it goes, dude. You find a character, you have some fun playing him, then you keep playing him because they're fun, and then you have fun. That's the way it is, brother. I think the hard part is remembering to do it more than anything. That's also fair. Not going to be a tournament character, but good. He's good to learn some skill sets with. Super fair. Alright, I need the graphics back on. Sorry. I just need to understand. I didn't trust that. That was suspicious. I don't like the look of this. These guys are sussing me out right now. This is some sussy shit right here. Ooh, look, a med pack. But yeah, no, the idea of a crosscut is just so, like, I don't want to say counterintuitive, because that's not entirely fair. But, like, where'd you go? Oh, Penta. Oh, Penta. Does Viper have a DP? I think she's got a quarter circle button that, it functions as an anti-air. Like, it's kind of like Rashid's. Like, the heavy one goes up or something like that. To do my cool combos, Ken, if I want to end in super, I have to do the first motion from the reverse side and the second on the proper side because of how he is underneath the character during the combo. Can't DP, I only have one peen. Why would you have more than one peen? I'm concerned about that statement. Got him with the magnums. But yeah, if I remember correctly, her electric fist thing is quarter circle. I think quarter circle forward punch. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're diverging again. But this is actually important to check to get some like context. Let's see, list. All right. So a fucking event hub. Shut up. Just give me super combo. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I want to know what she does. Special moves. Here we go. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit. So we've got special moves, Thunder Knuckle, quarter circle back punch. There we go. Light version goes under. Both can cancel into super. Heavy is an anti-air and combo into ultra super afterwards. So yeah, it's like, you know, the kind of angle that Rashid's medium mixer goes, like the 45 degree. I think her heavy Thunder Knuckle is that. Yeah, burn kick, or not burn kick. Seismo is the it's the feint thing. That's the like the ground slam that she does. That's like the cool feints. Yeah, my guess is Seismo is going to be quarter circle forward punch. And then Knuckles is going to be quarter circle back punch. And then burn kick will be probably the same. And then she'll get maybe something else on quarter circle forward kick or something like that. That would be my assumption. Look at this fucking guy. What are you doing, Cursive? What are you playing on RetroArch, huh? She does have a super jump, which is interesting. So she might have super jump as like quarter circle forward kick or something like that. Sort of like Bison Uppies, but with a super jump arc instead. That would be kind of cool, actually. Okay. There's like 30 different ways to use burn kicks. That's so funny. I love that. Seeing, I watched some Viper gameplay, just to kind of like see what we were looking at, and they're right. This move is fucking insane. Like, hold on. I didn't mean to go to my channel. See Viper burn kick. Sure, why not? Like, what the fuck? So that's the, actually, that's perfect. That's the heavy thunder knuckle, right here. Ha! Ha! Yeah. But yeah, so that it goes at like that kind of angle, similar to that, to Rashid's knee mixer. Random question: who's the Aki Beat 46 or whatever YouTube man? Oh no, that was a casual, I think. Nope, not studio. Whoops. Yeah, this was just a casual match. Yeah. Barely know anything about Viper, but I think watched a video about Latisse Evo run. Yeah, I think I saw the same thing. But yeah, I was just like, this was a while ago too. This is like, I think before I got Marisa to master. But I just had I was just playing with casual and just messing around to like try to learn something. And I came up against this Aki and they kept rematching me. I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's play the games. Let's get this shit rolling. And then it ended up 40-6 before they left. Yeah, I think it was like a couple weeks or something like that after she came out. Oh, I forgot I made these. That's so funny. Why did I do this? Am I stupid? This one got 106. Wait, why does this have 161 views? What? Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, burn kicks are her weird one. This is the move that like she used this to like alter her air momentum. So she would like super jump, burn kick into, immediately drop, or to cross you up, or to, like what, this or that. It's just a massive move that was pretty fast that covered a lot of ground. And then you could use it to like cross up and mix up on, Oki and stuff like that. It's a ridiculous multi-purpose move. This was like most of her kit. So I'm assuming that my honest guess is that super jump is probably going to be either quarter circle forward kick, or her burn kicks are going to be varied depending on, like, they're going to be wicked varied. So like light's going to be the combo one. They're going to do the same damage but like different distance. So like light's going to be the combo one, medium's going to, go half screen, and then heavy's going to be like super jump into it, for a cross up or something like that. Holding no expectations for what she's going to be like in 6, just hope she's cool. That's fair enough. I'm with you on that. I am very inclined to agree. I have theories, sure, but like I don't have expectations. I think I would agree with you. Like, I don't know, and I don't think I know what she's going to be like, but I also really hope she's cool. Give him the fucking gat, brother. This room is cool. What is this? This is neato. Neato spaghetto, brother. Ooh! Gimme. They're capable of making a character different, but still cool? Yes. I mean, that's what they did with Ed, right? I like Ed a lot in Street Fighter 6. I think he's cool as fuck. And if it was a playstyle that I liked, I could definitely see myself playing Ed over somebody else who plays similar. But I don't trust that at all. I don't trust you one bit, Cat God. Hold on, graphics check. Kind of like that better. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like that one better. Hold on, let me run around the mummy's tomb. Fuck around a little bit. Ow. Fuck around a little bit. All right. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Viper will still have, you know, Thunder Knuckle and Burn Kick. It's just a question of what exactly they'll do, how they're gonna make them function, because that's the question, right? That's the only thing that we don't. Oh! Well, all right. Ow. Alright, so gotta figure out how to get this open. Gotcha. I'm gonna guess it has something to do with that up there. Although, I wonder. Hi, kitty cat. And if Viper isn't cool, then I'm looking towards Ingrid. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I think if Viper isn't cool, I will be very sad, because I am legitimately holding out, like, some amount of hope that I'm going to really want to spend time with her. You know, making friends. But if she ends up being not cool and or not fun, Lara, you silly asshole. But if she ends up not being very cool or very fun, then we'll see... I am so sorry I did not get the joke before, but now I do. And I agree with Joseph. Too cool for school, my friend. But, you know, I think Ingrid is definitely going to be... They're going to, like, give her the full, you know, the full workup. It's just... Okay, I'm definitely supposed to get up there. God damn it, Lara. Just look around. Definitely supposed to get up there. It's just a question of how. I think I am supposed to do something with this. It's going to be real funny next few months. Yeah. It's probably going to be a little goofy. I can see that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now the real question is, how do I get over there? Ha! Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. That's fine. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Just so you know, Viper, you having Viper in your tag, if you don't play Viper, you will be judged. That is true. People will probably think that you did that to mean C Viper, because people have absolutely no concept of words that are just words. Hello, secret tunnel. Are you actually excited for C Viper though, Viper? Viper. Oh, that works for me. Ah! Get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. You want some meat, little shit? You get the magnums. It's the MILF typing shit that out. Very well aware. Didn't play her at all in 4. Tri-burst, Seismo cancels, and other combos required more hands than you're willing to grow. Fair enough. That's the kind of thing that excites me about her, honestly, is like, I like that shit. I think that shit's cool as hell. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun if they give her actual, like, execution. I think that's gonna be really fun. But we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for that, Lara. We got the music, though. We know we're doing something right. I'm curious, and I've said maybe this is the game where Viper plays Viper. There you go. I need to get over there. I feel like I do. I feel like I don't. interested in trying Alex. I am also interested in trying Alex, even though I don't like Charge, because I want to. I'm wondering if he's going to be the character that makes me want to try Lara Croft. I wonder if he's the character that makes me try Charge. I wonder if he's that dude. I wonder if he's that guy. Nami. Genuinely excited for Ingrid, though. Alex is a given. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Ingrid, I'm interested in the possibilities of Ingrid. I'm not as interested in Ingrid, like, as a character, but I am interested in seeing what they do with her. Just don't fuck, Alex, you already know you're not going to be interested in because you don't fuck with grapplers. That's so fair. I'll fuck with them for you. There you go. Lynxy. Lynxy doing it for the team. Taking one for the team. I feel like Alex could ease you into playing both grapplers and Charge characters. That's true. So I feel like I have the mind of a grappler player, but I don't like the grapplers. I don't like the way the grapplers play. And that sounds counterintuitive, but like, I feel like Alex has a chance to kind of bridge that a little bit. What are you? I see. Okay. Go like this. There it is. How many charge moves does Alex have? I think he's got 3. I thought headbutt. Because I know he's got back forward punch is elbow, down up kick is stompies. But I thought headbutt was charge down up punch. Means we won't get another scissors. That's true. Except that it's actually 3 tricked you. Imagine they'll fuck with his moveset. Anyways, oh yeah, for sure. I feel like Alex is going to have... he's definitely going to have stompies, and he's definitely going to have elbow, because those are too important. I wouldn't be surprised if they just get rid of headbutt. So, it's just a question of, does he keep chop, or does he keep DP? Or does he lose command grab somehow? Because, or do they not fuck with, do they not fuck with him for modern and give him, 5 or 6 specials like they should? Which one's going to be the D-Gen quarter circle now? I feel like, so, chop is quarter circle forward punch. I don't think he has a quarter circle back, so maybe elbow would be quarter circle back. But if we're thinking that, like, if we're thinking they might give him something new, that's what I'm wondering, of like, what would they do? And obviously there's no way for us to know until it happens, until we see it. Because I agree with you, Lynxy. Like, he should keep, maintain his identity as a character and just give him new things. Sagat didn't maintain his identity at all. But whatever, I guess. Alex, it's not like they can make him more of a rush down, brawler. I mean, they can, but like, he's not a zoner. They don't need to. So stupid because they don't even need to make one of the moves charge? Yes. They could just, like, my honest assumption is they will keep him hybrid. He will lose headbutt, and he will gain Sagat's identity in terms of like the way that Sagat plays, or like his identity as a character. I hard disagree. Sagat was fireballs and big normals. He kept the big normals. But his fireball game does not function even close to the same way now. And you can argue that that's because of the system mechanics and the way that the game functions doesn't really promote that kind of gameplay. But I don't know. I think Sagat definitely plays different. I would not have played Sagat in any other game, but I'm interested. I like playing Sagat in this one. And that, that's not like an end-all be-all, but I feel like it does say something. Modern could just hold an L on one of the charge moves, be shortcut input only. That's fair enough. I think if they kept him a fireball guy, he would have been boring as fuck. I agree personally, but that's a personal bias thing. I think if they kept him, if they gave him his high and low shots, so the people that liked higher and low shots, like if they kept those the way they were, and then still added the Tiger Jinrai. So, like, make Tiger Knee a DP motion. Give him the Jinrai, that's fine. Or make, like, quarter circle forward high shot, quarter circle back low shot, or something like that, Still has the same fireball combos as a trade-off. That's true. Like, I'm not saying they got rid of his fireball game entirely, but the way that Sagat played before and the reason people liked playing him before, he does not and cannot play like that anymore. So, to me, he lost his identity. I'm not saying I dislike the one he got or that it's worse, but, Truly think he didn't lose his identity. It's more an evolution based off the game systems, and they definitely took away functionality because of modern 100%. That I agree with. Absolutely. They 100% modern fucked over Sagat. They definitely designed him with that in mind. Said, okay, well, if we just take low shot and get rid of it, that's, that would work. But it still feels weird. Like, knowing what Sagat has always been and then seeing him now, it feels odd to me. Not that I personally care very much, but I feel like they're definitely trying to make characters fit in their design of the game per the mechanics, like per the system mechanics. And the system mechanics just reward aggression too much. So they figure instead of making a bad zoner, let's just make a good brawler. Make a good, a good bruiser type out of Sagat. He's huge. He's already got the normals part of it down. Like, that's already part of his, his character. So let's just lean into that because that'll fit into this game more. That's my assumption. That's what I think they did. That's what I'm assuming went through their minds when they were coming up with the, design docs at first. Only really one character that's a zoner in this game, but there's no true zoner. There's no true zoner, you feel like, in this game? Yeah. I completely agree. Literally could have handled Sagat's high and low shots the same way they handled JP's quarter circle forward specials. That's also true. I feel like the way that I think of it is I agree with you 100%, Linksy. Guile and JP are really the only zoners in this game, and both of them are more than happy to scrap. Like, Guile, it pisses me off still, and I'm very vocal about this. And it's Street Fighter 6's fault. It's not like the designer's fault necessarily, but like Guile is an actual motherfucker in this game. Like, oh yeah, the Polnareff Guile, dude, that cracked me up when I saw that. That was awesome. I think Cammy's color is like a Kamen Rider thing. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, like JP wants to play, he wants to reset you to neutral and then play the game there. Guile wants to, Guile just wants to throw fireballs and flash kick you, and then once you show him that you know how to do that, he's just gonna rush you down and kill you anyways. It's dumb. It's not fun character design, in my opinion. But I'm also salty as fuck because I hate Guile. I mean, Guile could also be a Van Damme reference too. True. Mash random lows and get 50% when one of them lands. True. Guile's frame data doesn't make any goddamn sense. Bring back Hakan, I am actually so down for. I think Hakan would be hilarious. And I really want Hakan back. And I saw they did the fucking oil thing. Getting to the root of the problem, the drive system homogenizes the whole ass cast. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, that is actually just the way that the cookie crumbles in this instance. Like, the way that the drive meter functions, not even what the drive meter does, but the way that the drive meter functions rewards aggressive play and dissuades defensive play way too much. So characters that aren't built for it are inherently worse. Characters that shouldn't be built for it have to be built for it in order to not be worse. And then the characters that are made for it are just infinitely better all the time. Still love this game's drive system, but yeah, with that being said, everyone will shake out the same. Exactly. Like, I still enjoy playing Street Fighter 6. I will never say that I don't, unless it gets really bad. I have my times where I feel like I really need to just, like, step back from it a little bit. But that's just because I play too much. Which sounds ridiculous, because I play it once a week with you guys. But, like, yeah, that's not important. But the way they designed themselves into a corner, it feels like they got overzealous with the drive system. And then they that didn't want to change it or didn't have time to change it or committed to it and said, fuck it, we're designing the game around this. This was cool. Which I would believe. Also, I countered this whole conversation with Zangief. Fair enough. I will say I do think people exaggerate a little when stating how much it homogenizes, but it does make most characters' win conditions the same. Yes. Yeah, I think there are definitely a few outliers, Zangief being a big one. And I agree, not every character literally plays the same. But the idea of the way that the drive system works, it just leans too far in one direction. So it makes it makes the entire cast have to find a way to play in that direction within their, capacity, right? So a good Guile will box with you, but he also has the capacity to back up and wait it out to get his, get meter back. A lot of characters don't have the capacity to do that. They do that same thing by going forward instead. Not everybody is the same, but a Guile that can go forward as much as Street Fighter 6 Guile can go forward is a Guile that annoys me. And I feel that way about Street Fighter 5 as well, but Street Fighter 5 didn't have Drive Rush. Still think of everyone's unique mechs that all have the same operating system. That's a good way of putting it. That's a really good way of putting it. The entirety of the Pacific Rim, fucking rims. What are they called? The Jaegers? All of the Jaegers are still just piloted by people using the same technology. But the people are all different. The way they think and fight is different. The way that the Jaegers are built is all different. They have different tools for different tasks, makes one of them better at X and one of them better at Y, yada yada. But they all function the same way at a fundamental level because the operating system is the same. I agree. That's a good way of putting it. As much as a game may have mechanics that homogenize win conditions and stuff, characters will still always at least feel different from each other other than the execution side of things. Yes. I agree. Rashid feels different from Jamie, feels different from Marisa, feels different from Sagat, feels different from Terry. Right? Terry and Sagat are the most similar to each other. Rashid and Jamie, the most similar to each other. But Marisa and Sagat are also kind of similar. Jamie and Terry are also kind of similar. Rashid and Sagat are not really similar. Well, they have short plus mediums. They're similar in that regard. Unlike Smash, true. But yeah, being able to pick up any character and understand the flow of the game still, I think can be a good thing. As long as it's not too much. Which there's always the chance that it's too much. There's always the chance it's too much. But I think that the design team has done a pretty good job of making most of the characters play different enough in terms of their kits and how they interact with themselves and with each other. But the problem comes from the fact that overarching playstyles some are rewarded more because of how the system mechanics work, because of how use and replenishment works. I think I said this before, but Zangief feels like an old bot they pulled out of storage and then bolted Street Fighter 6 operating system onto him. Yes, I agree with that. And in some cases, it works amazingly. In some cases, it does not. Secretly, I start every conversation we ever have about fighting games as an excuse to shit on Smash more. Hey, I get it, man. I get it. In my head, the best Smash game is probably Project Plus, because it allows you to remove a lot of the obnoxious barriers to entry mechanically that Melee requires, while still allowing for growth and mastery of those skills. It provides a relatively deep and unique roster of characters that all play fairly differently from each other, aside from, like Marth and Ike and Roy play sort of similar, but they did a good job of differentiating all of them from each other, But all the mainline Smash games, they need to be accessible. So there is, again, a lot of homogenizing. Think of it like the trope of the old guy driving an old mech still whoops ass even though it shouldn't work on paper. Yeah. Right, he's the old guy who wins from experience and understanding instead of from using the newfangled technology. L canceling was a huge turnoff for you. See, that's really funny because I never had much of a problem with L canceling. It takes some used to, like, getting the timing down, but, like, once you got it, it was never that bad. It's never perfect. But that's what I like about Project Plus is you can just turn it off. You can just auto L cancel, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, I think a lot of the stuff in Melee, a lot of the, like, fundamental tech that you need to play Melee is a healthy barrier to entry, in that it's simple to execute, but you have to spend time to learn to master it. But then you get to stuff like shield dropping and fucking what is it? Nil, wave, like ledge dashing and shit like that. Like, as soon as you start getting like frame perfect particular with some of the shit, that's when it stops being fun. But that's why I like P+, because you can add what was it? I messed with it the other day. I agree, they're definitely cooler, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be in the game, but I think using those being a requirement is less fun because they are like a very severe barrier, whereas something like L canceling or wave dashing is a soft barrier that gives you something to like work through to get to a point that you then want to learn the harder stuff. You know what I mean? And then if you don't want to, you don't have to, and you can still play the game in a way that feels smooth. Only ever really dabbled hard in Project M. Project Plus is Project M. It's just the newer version because PM got shut down. You also don't have to know how to do those things just to play the game. Yes. Also very true. I think the game feels very, very clunky without it. But that doesn't have to be the case. Auto-canceling is a thing. If you don't know auto-canceling, you're just playing a worse version of the game. Exactly. Yeah. I would agree with that. That's fair enough, yeah. This was like 10 years ago? Yeah, that makes sense. PM got shut down in like 2015, 2016, so that tracks. Project Plus, somebody else just like took over the project and renamed it, and they haven't gotten C&D'd for some reason, but I don't know. But it's legitimately fun. I have it set up in Dolphin, and it's, I'm playing with input lag and latency, But what I want to do is I want to get it on a flash drive and get it on get it on my Wii. Once I get like a CRT from my parents' place and get all my old shit set up, or well, get a place where I have room to do it. But once I do all that, I do want to have it because P Plus is legitimately really, really good. Feel a similar way about one frame links. Wouldn't mind one frame links existing as long as there were other options to be able to win without it. Yes, I agree. I think one frame links being optimal is a good thing. And I think them existing is not a bad thing. I don't feel strongly about them one way or the other. I respect and appreciate what they are. Still have OG Project M on your Wii? I think I do too, actually. Wherever my Wii is, I have a flash card with 20XX and one with PM on it. Which is so weird to say, but it's so cool. One frame punishes are far more bullshit. Like stuff that can only be punished with a frame perfect input. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with you on that. One frame punishes do not sound fun. One frame links do sound neat. When there's no buffer out of block, yes, that's bullshit. That's omega bullshit. Only ever turn on your Wii for the sensor bar when you're emulating Wii on your PC. Fair enough. I accidentally left your Wii on for over 8 months because of that? Damn. I need to find a way to do that with mine. Because I have a bunch of Wii games that I grabbed for Dolphin. That I definitely own, I promise. I've heard that the candles work. It's just the IR sensor. But I don't know how to get it connected. I also don't have a Wiimote with me, so I can't. But I just need to figure out how to do it. Wii controller will sense it quite well. Okay. Especially if it has a Wii Motion Plus attached. Oh boy. We love Wii Motion Plus. But yeah, I've seen people do that with the candles. And I think that's so fucking funny. But, so for context. I'm doing research on how to either buy and then set up or build a cheap but powerful enough to run everything up through PS3 mini PC to put Batocera on it and put it in my living room to play retro stuff on the TV. And I think what I want to do is I want to find a way to connect I want to find like an adapter or something to connect the Wii like sensor bar to the computer so that it just works without me having to worry about it. Is Bluetooth pair the Wiimote to your PC and it just works? That's so fucking weird. It's so cool, but that's so weird. Do you have a sensor bar? Yeah, no, I have a full Wii. It's just at my parents' place. All of my retro stuff and all my CRTs and everything is all in my parents' place because I haven't had room in any of the places I've lived since moving out to grab it. Once I get a big place, bigger place with more than fucking 3 rooms in it. Don't need a special dongle, just do what you do. Actually, that's a good point because it just needs the power and then because if the controller is paired to the computer itself. Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. That tracks. I get what you're saying. I feel like if I still feel like I would rather have a dongle though because then I could have it connected to the computer and it could power it when it's on. So I wouldn't have to worry about the Wii. Hold on, let's do some research. Wii sensor bar USB adapter. Wii sensor bar to USB adapter. You can buy a USB sensor bar and call it a day, or if you're very poor, cheap, desperate, you can use the 2 T candles. All sensor bar does is emit IR light, and the candles will do a quick and dirty job for the time being. USB bar connected to USB charger for an old iPod. Port was broken by the previous owner for $9 on Amazon. It was worth it. They have battery operated version now, and whatever. Bought a wireless one from eBay for $2, and it works great. Okay. So, I mean, I guess there are just easy, cheap options, too. Because part of it is, like, I don't know exactly how to explain this. Also, just get 2 IR LEDs and put them on the corners of your TV. That's true. Let's do some research. I'm going to reopen fucking Chrome. IR LEDs. 70 foot. Well, that's just stuff. These are just independent things. I would need to figure out how to put these on. I need to figure out how to power them up. Oh, I could buy this $289 Huga red light therapy for face and body. Red near infrared light with timer and stand. How about that? Wireless ones you just turn on. You had a battery powered one? Sick. Wireless Wii sensor bar. Placement Wii wireless sensor bar, motion sensor signal receiver for Nintendo Wii and Wii U console with stable stand and 4 AAA batteries. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, for $15 I can get them with batteries. Cool. And assuming they last for a while, like Otaku-licious wireless Wii sensor bar. Jesus. God, these names are insane. Just adverse to spending money, so I don't care about just turning on the Wii when you're emulating. Makes you feel like I'm pretending to play on the Wii anyways. That's actually super fair. Which is very funny, but that does actually make a lot of sense. For me, if it's something like, because I want it to be a clean and independent experience is the thing for me. Like, I want to be able to sit down on the couch, turn on the computer, and play the games. Right? That's what I want. I don't want to have to go do multiple things. I want it to be a simple sit down and just do kind of thing. Like, I want it to act like a console. So I don't want to have to turn on a second Wii. I don't want to have a second, like, the Wii set up somewhere so that I can turn it on every time and have it all lined up correctly, all of that. I want it to just be easy and simple without having to, like, move or touch anything extra. But yeah, we were just talking about that, Joseph. Because it's just an IR infrared light. So depending on the type of candle, it should just work. Because it's just the Wiimote. It's just the Wiimote picking up the light and then sending the signals to the thing it's paired to. Must have missed that. It's alright. Don't worry about it. You Wii's on top of your computer, so you get it. You just have to reach on the desk you're sitting at. Yeah, so that makes sense. Like, for me, the plan, I don't really know exactly how to explain it. But, like, I have a TV stand with low cubbies under it. And what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to get a mini PC, like legitimately mini, that's strong enough to run everything that I want. And then have it just kind of chilling under the TV. Like you would put a console in one of the cubbies. I want the PC to just be on the top. And then have 1 or 2, 8-bit do controllers chilling. Have them plugged in. Get the ones with the stand so they're plugged in and charging. Take one of them off, sit down, turn the computer on with the fucking remote, with the controller, have it boot up into Batocera, control everything with the controller, just sit on the couch and just do it, Talking like ITX form factor, like an even smaller, like an APU. So I'll give you an example. Because in the research that I've done, I found sort of 2 possibly sensible options. I'll give you the examples. So, if we look at my list, one of them is something like this. This doesn't have quite the specs I need, I don't think. Sorry about the big link. And then one of them is an HP Elite desk. Wireless if you don't mind buying batteries or you have rechargeables. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking is like I'm not planning on playing a ton of Wii games that need the Wiimotes anyways. So just having that, yeah, run that shit. Run that. It said I hid the .exe part of it. Having rechargeables would, I think, be perfect because I wouldn't use it all the time. So that's something that like I can just turn on when I'm doing it, you know, and then just charge them when I'm not, or something like that. That would be good for the iceberg. True. But yeah, and then the other one is something like this. So an HP Elite desk for like $100, you get 1 or 2 components to swap them out to beef it up. It already comes with, you know, like a pretty legit processor. So for about $200, $250, you can make that like something that can play up through PS2 easily, right? The problem is that I want something that can play through PS3, and PS3 is extremely picky. Because there are a lot of PS3 games that I have that I do legitimately want to play. But they are a lot harder to emulate. Like, hold on. Let me, here we go. Because RPCS3, which is the emulator that I use, the recommended, right? And I would be using Batocera, so I want to go AMD because it supports Linux better, right? Computer ran PS3 games better than you thought it would. Though my big desktop that I use for this and everything runs them perfectly fine. No problems at all. That's because mine's overpowered for it. But most of the mini CPU or most of the mini computers that I'm looking for or that I'm looking at that I know have what I need run for like $600. And that's not what I'm looking for. Should have bought a PS3 to save yourself the headache. That's fair enough. If I could get a PS3 and then mod it to run... Is that possible? Like, wipe the OS and mod it to run Batocera. Come lovingly into my groin and then you snapped my spine. Yeah. What's up, Flo? Welcome in. Yeah, so RPCS3 recommended, right? There's minimum and there's recommended. And I want recommended because I want to be able to play these games. Yeah. AMD, 6 cores, 12 threads, Zen 3 architecture or newer. For the GPU, AMD Vulkan compatible with active driver support, Polaris architecture, RX 400 or newer. 16 gigs of dual channel RAM or more, that's not hard. Storage SSD, 512 at least. I would probably get 1 or 2 terabytes because I'm having everything in there. The CPU and the GPU are the big problems because in a mini PC, getting something that has the form factor that I need that falls under these specifications is extremely difficult. If I wanted to not run PS3 games and just save, PS3 games and just save them to use on the big computer, I can get the HP Elite desk for $100, get a replacement drive, possibly something else. I'd have to double check. And those will run through like GameCube, Wii, even Wii U games, I think. Like, it'll run all of those pretty much fine. PS3 is the only one that's fucking with me, so I'm trying to decide whether it's worth it to spend any extra money on getting it working with this. Because ideally, it would be able to run everything I want, so I could constantly add to it whenever I find out about a new game or think of something that I forgot before or whatever it is. And I want to make sure it runs like the Wii U games that I have. And I want to make sure it runs the GameCube that I have, because the GameCube games can be kind of funny, stuff like that. So I need to figure out exactly what I need. I started doing a PC part picker, setup for it. But I started doing it at like 1 a.m, and it's been too long since I built a computer, so I don't remember like any of the shit that I need to know to do it. So it's a bit of a toughie. It's a tough situation I find myself in, but this is also 100% not necessary. This is absolutely just an entertainment frivolous thing. So like this is not something I'm worried about like getting done fast, you know. But I want to make it work cuz I want to be able to play PS3 games as well. And I want everything to run well. Cemu recommended specs. Let's take a look. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. Really? Damn. So I guess there are some games that it really comes down to the CPU, which I guess isn't too surprising. Interesting. Okay, well that's whatever. I'll figure that out later. Been enjoying your PS3 big time. It's bringing you back. I never had a PlayStation 3. That's part of the reason why I want to emulate it. It's because I never had one. There are a lot of games that I missed out on because that's just during that generation. All I ever had was a Wii. I only ever had Nintendo. I've never owned a console that wasn't Nintendo. So I'm missing out on a lot of Xbox games and a lot of PlayStation games. The problem is Xbox is infuriating to emulate, so I'm not even going to try. And then PlayStation, I got them all working. And what I'm looking at works up through PS2, but more than that is kind of iffy. Never owned a PS3, but we played a bunch on family members' PS3's goated console. Yeah, man. There's a lot of good shit. Like, hold on. I don't have a lot right now, but let me take a look at... Let me show you what I have for RPCS3. So, Burnout Paradise. True. But yeah, so the PS3 games that I have, so I got Burnout Paradise, which I really badly want to start playing. The Infamous games, Little Big Planet games, Lollipop Chainsaw, Metal Gear Solid 4, just prepping for when I eventually try the Metal Gear games. MotorStorm Apocalypse, Prototype games, a lot of the Ratchet and Clanks, Red Dead, Force Unleashed 2, Twisted Metal. I don't have a lot of PS3 right now because they take like half a day to download for some reason. But Little Big Planet was your absolute favorite as a kid. So I've never fucking played Little Big Planet, man. I have always loved sitting down on the couch and playing a platformer on my console. Playing them on PC is fun, and I still enjoy them. But, like, dude, something about couch gaming a platformer on console just feels right. That's part of the reason why I want to get this thing set up, because I want to do that. I want to be able to do that and enjoy it like I used to. Nah, I mean... Oh my god, if you stream Metal Gear Solid, I will eventually, dude. Ooh, Milky. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. That's looking clean as fuck, dude. Those look sick. Good shit. That's super cool. That's super, super cool. Ended up jailbreaking your PS3, so now you can play PS1, PS2, PS3, PSP, which is sick. That is sick. That's super sick. Too excited to add the art? Hey, I don't blame you. Those look awesome, dude. Those look really, really good. Weren't around for the days Little Big Planet servers were popping? No, I was not. I very much was not. I missed my chance, dude. I missed my opportunities. And that's part of the thing. Like, there are so many, like, historically relevant games on PlayStation consoles that I never got a chance to play, and I want to. They can emulate other consoles too, but it requires extra... Okay, hold on. Can you turn a PS3 into a Batocera emulator? Yeah, fuck you. What? What? RPCS3, the PS3 emulator used with Batocera, requires a powerful PC to run effectively and is not compatible with the PS3's internal hardware. You can't play PS3 games on the PS3 with the emulator. What do you mean? No, but actually, if I could find a used, one and figure out how to jailbreak, how hard was it to jailbreak, Linksy? Keeping the button art inserts for now till you get your other buttons and figure out which caps go where. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You think most of all the levels got archived, but you have to do some wizard shit to access them? Damn. Took you like 3 hours? Okay. Okay, so it's just a time-consuming process, but it wasn't hard. Okay. I mean, I can live with that. Like, do you... Okay. Did that allow you to get ROMs to load onto the console, or did you still have to use the actual games, like the physical games, or stuff you already owned? Little Big Planet is what Mario Maker wishes it was, honestly. That's so fair. Mario Maker was really cool, but it turned into a gimmick way too fast. Like, people didn't make interesting levels, they made gimmicks. And that sucks, because that's not fun. You have a whole ass story, you can download anything for PS1, PS2, PS3, or PSP for free? Ooh. Well, in that case, maybe I should do that and just accept that PS3 is going to be there. Or database, you get what you say. Yeah, same idea. Question, ask it. I dare you. How long have we been derailed? Cumulatively, like hour and a half. For this section, like maybe 30 minutes. In total, most of the stream, actually, yeah, kind of, yeah. One thing, though, if you want to stream PS3, you have to buy an extra HDCP stripping splitter. What do you mean stream? Like, get the games? Or, like, put them on my computer screen? Into my OBS? Stream the Oh, I'm not worried about streaming the PS3. No, that would be... Yeah, no. I'm not very worried about that. For the most part, it would... Because, again, I have the emulator and it works. So I can use those on my PC here if I need to. Anything I would want to play on stream would come from those. But that's fine. Curse you, Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm just going to start hand drawing frames. That's a good way to do it. We're literally talking about how one of the lower levels of Pingo's inevitable KO Iceberg video is KO sitting next to a save block in Mario and Luigi for 4.5 hours. Yeah, and then I had to go do research to find the VOD because I fucking lost it because I'm an idiot. Follow up in the next 1 to 2 business years. PS3 is notorious for being crap to stream. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm assuming there's some, like, goofy proprietary bullshit. So, like, I'm, you know... But I'm not too worried about that. Anything that I would want to stream, I have a different way of doing it. Most of what I'm looking for right now is just something for hanging out on the couch. Just mostly curious, every time you look back on stream, you can just see the pause menu. Alright, yeah, that's fair enough. I can understand being worried at that point. Finally done doing what you need to do. Hell yeah. Good shit. Average KO variety stream, yeah. Wednesday is just like the fucking dumbass multi-hour power hour. I just let whatever's in my head rip. I have no thoughts, just words. Because I'm just built like that. I'm just built diff. Built differente. But no, I think getting... If that is legitimately easy enough to do, Linksy, then that might save me a lot of fucking hassle. Because that means I can get, a controller for the PlayStation to use for that, and then just use the cheaper version of the Batocera box to do everything else. It's not perfect, but it's better. Chatting with occasional gameplay of whatever random game. Yeah. Send me the videos. Yes, please do. Because being able to look it over and like understand what it requires will make figuring out whether I want to do it much easier. Thank you, Linksy. Kisses. Mwah, I love you. The fuck was that? Getting the guns out just in case. Alright, I don't remember where I am. Oh, that's fine. Ooh, that could have been bad though. Oh, look at all this. Wait a second. What are you? Well, ain't that suspicious? I wonder, can I... Yeah, it's just ceiling. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the gamble on this, and it's not going to work. Because I think I see how I'm supposed to get there, but I'm going to try. I hate you, Lara Croft. Alright. So, We need to get up there and then around like that. Okay. Stand it up. Hey! Hey! Cleopatra looking ass. We have few streams open. All the streams are now different streams. Oh yeah, that happens to me sometimes. When I'm like, you know, if I'm doing something with my friends and I'm, you know, I end up lurking for a little while or something like that. Usually that's kind of how that breaks down. How the fuck do I get up there? Do I need to... Jesus, Lara, please. Oh, I need to... I'm guessing I need to go back over this way. Lara, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you, woman? Because that's happened to me before, like... I have cursive and flow up, and then, like... I go to get food, and then I come back, and both of them have raided people that I've never seen before. Or, like, when I raid somebody after my stream... And then I go back into, there's no way I make that, right? Not a chance. And then I come back to, like, do something else on my computer later, and we're, like, 3 raids deep. And I don't know how many degrees of Kevin Bacon we are now. Alright, let's see. Do you work the way I hope you work? There's no chance. Lara Croft. It's not intentional. Hiya! Missed pool. I did. Best part is I wasn't even aiming for the pool. That's what I loved about it. That I wasn't even trying to do that. What I wanted to do, Lara, you fucking clown, was stand here and then do this. There's literally nothing up there. Okay. Oh, do I have to bring it all the way? Wait. I think I understand. So if we do this, I might understand. I might not, but let's see. Do this, and then we do wee. Then we do this. Woo! Now we pull all the way over this way. If we go... Bring it to the other side, this might give us the height we need to make the big jump. The big boy jump. Big girl jump. Sorry, Lara. You know what I think is hilarious? Also, speaking of Polnareff, he's fucking French, man. What about him says French? Besides the name Jean-Pierre. Ha! French people. Exactly. It's ridiculous. In what world do French people? You know? Here we go talking about French people again. I know, I'm sorry. Cracks me up every time. Dude, that's what I'm saying. French people are, they're a goofy breed, you know? They're a funny collection of people. No offense, Hoop. I bet your girlfriend's lovely. But just, you know, like, be careful getting her any white fabric, because she will turn that shit into a flag. And every time you guys get in an argument, she will surrender. And while that's not inherently a bad thing, it's not a great thing either. Epic joke, thanks. No, I love dogging on the French. I have no actual problem with the French. I love the way that they revolt. I think that's really cool. It's a very American joke. Yes, it is. I literally have, like, absolutely... Hey! Oh, demon! fucking Christ, man. You can't do that to me. You cannot do that type of shit to me, man. What the fuck? Holy shit. I almost just died in real life. Game just tried to fucking Sword Art Online me, dude. Die in the game, you die in real life. Lara, please. Please don't make me go around to the poo-poo one. Please don't make me go around to the side that I can't even get on anymore. No, that was not a monkey. That was a demon from hell. That was 100% a demon from hell. And I refuse to believe otherwise. There you go. Good girl. Ow, ew. I'm sorry. I'm used to talking to my dog. Yeah, that's not a fucking monkey. Look at that thing. Get back here, you little shit. Clipped and shipped. No, please. Please don't make me look bad to the female race. Dude, look at him. He's moving. Oh, I stay locked on? Wait, that's hype as fuck. Let's go. Wait, graphics check. I can barely see it. Ooh, it's gray. Ew. I like it weird and fleshy. There we go. Jesus Christ. Scared the absolute piss out of me. They cannot keep getting away with this. It exploded. Fucking exploded. This guy. Oh. Well, that's suspicious. Graphics check? They swapped the sides? Oh. I'm disappointed. Alright, so actually though, where was that trapdoor? Now that's weird. Yeah, like why did they swap sides? Why did they do that? Alright, I'm gonna save. Going swimming, boys! I'm so happy I actually made that. Okay, wait, I just got lost. I don't remember how to get out. There we go. Alright, so I know there was something on the side there, and I'm curious. I'm gonna go check it out. So what were you? It's literally just the room. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Alright. So I still didn't find what I needed, but where was that trap door that just opened? So it looked like it was in the roof of something, but ow. But I don't know what. Ow. But I don't know what. So it clearly wasn't over here because nothing is. Wait a second, maybe it was over here. Yeah. Alright, maybe it wasn't over there, but maybe it was over here. But maybe. Yeah. Clearly it's not there. Ha! Sorry, Lara, I didn't mean for you to jump like right there. I meant you do this! It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Shut up, Lara. You're a goof. You're a whole ass goof. Okay, but actually... Hold on. Ha! Okay, so this is still locked. Ow. What? Just opened. Ooh. It wasn't up there. It was either up there or up there. I don't know how to get to either. That's too far for sure. That's too far for sure. This is barred off. That's too high up. Lara, it's okay. You don't have to be that dumb. Maybe it was over this way. Lara, please. Oh, that's right. And I can't get in there, and there's nothing over here for me to do. No. Although this little pit trap here is suspicious. Can I fuck with the cat, actually? Anything I can do to interact with the kitty cat? That's curious. Why are you here? Let's get up here. Oh! Look at that. I'm the best. Yeep, 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 yeep. There we go. We love magazines. Okay. So I have a sneaking suspicion I'm supposed to... Fucking Jesus, Lara. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm supposed to find a way to get up there so I can get there so that I can get there. Or it might be vice versa. Although it looks like I can get from there to... and then there to over there? Hold on. So... if I can do that... that over that, that's all sealed, so it's probably there into over there, to up there, something like that. You know what? I think this calls for fresh eyes next time. That's what I think. That's what I think. Save it one more time, even though I totally don't need to do that. Okay. Alright, let's exit the title. Whew. Alright, that was some great gaming. We got a lot done, fellas. We finished a level that we started the time before. That was good, right? That was a lot of progress. Ay. Alright, no, I think my brain's starting to turn off a little too much from the puzzles. So we're gonna see who we raid instead. Spoop. Alright, we got Gab Gorilla. I don't know who you are. I don't think. We have Greg, Gompy, Rhea, playing Super Mario RPG. Nice. Ghost Girl got... why am I falling? Whatever. I don't know who that is. Friend of someone's. I don't remember who. Also got Maeve. Oh, actually, no, she's celebrating something. We'll go over to Maeve. She's getting pat. All right. We're gonna go over to Maeve. We're gonna go say hi. I'm gonna go get myself some dinner, but we will, send the kids over to go celebrate whatever she's celebrating. I will be back on Monday with more Street Fighter 6. I will be probably... I don't think I'm around during the weekend, but I'll join people as I can, as always. I will see you all on the next one. Make sure to follow all the friends of the stream that also stream. Go say hi to Maeve for me. Go celebrate with her, or just say hi and leave. Doesn't matter to me. But I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'll see you all next time. Until then, peace out, everybody.
Oh, Luke Stray. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
There's no such thing as too fast.
Tim Wet. Tim Wet. Winding upper. Winding uppercut. Going all in, baby. I was trying to bait it. Thought you played with my cock before? If I have, I don't remember. Tim West. Yes, let's go. Woo. Tim West. Woo.
If I can't lick the Colonel's fingers, I'm deleting my Twitch account. That's the plan. If at some point somebody's fingers, ideally the Colonel's, but somebody's fingers are not licked, this stream is over. Forever.
Figured it out. The truth is, I don't like playing games. I only like winning. So I cheat as often as I can, in as many ways as I can, guarantee that I win. TBZ is trying to fuck on me, man. He's trying to fuck on me real bad.